My name is Moustafa, and when people ask me, what do? I say I help people find passion in life. Isn't that a cool job title, no? Now, I've got something that I do in every one of my events. That's signature. But I want to see which is my best crowd, and I'm betting today you're going to be my best crowd. Anytime I say 3, 2, 1, you say? Obviously. But you got to say it with passion, and there's a procedure. Put your hands up like this. Feel the energy. Come on, everybody, fist. Fist, hand up. 3, 2, 1, passion! Awesome, you guys are super. So why passion? And what does that relate with what we're talking about today in leadership? The most important thing is that you guys are so awesome for being here. Because there are other people that chose not to be here. There are people that chose to stay home or to stay at work or not take the extra effort to learn and develop themselves. And thanks to Doctor for putting this event together because he truly cares about helping and empowering people. You see all these beautiful organizations that he leads to help empower people and leaders like you. So you are a leader just by being in the room today. But why passionate leadership is the distinction that I want to bring to the table today. Like Reg put all of us on the frying pan by asking all these questions that, what makes a certain leader fail? I'm going to tell you what makes a certain leader succeed against all the odds, and that is passion. I have personally helped hundreds of CEOs, leaders, and entrepreneurs from different organizations, working with them on empowering them to become more passionate and thus become better leaders. Now, my coaching is not for the faint-hearted, because I do put people on the frying pan, literally. I make their life difficult. But if you want change in life, is it going to be easy? No. And one thing I learned from all of these coaching engagements and all of the speaking engagements working with world leaders is the longest distance a leader has to walk is between their, anybody knows? Okay, you can quote me on this. The longest distance a leader has to walk is between their mouth and their feet. Let me repeat. The longest distance a leader has to walk is between their mouth and their feet. It's very easy for somebody to read a book and theorize. It's very easy for somebody to copy-paste stuff off the internet and reshare a post on LinkedIn and Facebook. Does that make them a leader? No. What it makes them is, what do you want? When do you want it? How do you want it? And that is, unfortunately, the status of a lot of self-acclaimed leaders. But those who walk the talk are truly passionate leaders. Because passion means you keep going day in, day out, no matter what. Entrepreneur Magazine says, your efforts will not yield the desired results if you do not have enough passion for it. Jack Welch talks about passion as being key to success. A man who says, I want to put a dent in the universe talks about passion. Did he put a dent in the universe or no? I mean, we have to beg you to put your phones on silent and nobody listens. Why? Because Steve Jobs says you've got to have an iPhone with you. Up to a man who started with a record label and today wants to go to space. What does he talk about? Passion. Up to a man who started with a company turning over $1 million and took it in 9 years to turn over $1.2 billion and sold it to Amazon for $1 billion. Would you trust somebody who made $1 billion from scratch if he told you his secret? Well, guess what he talks about? Passion. He made $1 billion. He says, stop chasing money, start chasing passion. Now, I do events sometimes for different kind of industries. And even if you're in media or communications, one of the most inspiring media figures talks about passion. Until one day I was doing it for an oil and gas company, and I got a German engineer, says, excuse me, takes off his glasses, he says, passion is very nice, and you're a very nice guy, don't get me wrong, but I'm a scientist and an engineer. I like things that I can measure. I like things that I can prove. And this passion stuff is a lot of fun. But how can it participate to the business and to inventions and sciences? It's okay, you can have fun, but I'm sorry, I don't agree. How can you imagine I'm being this excited about passion, and then he goes, nah, you dedicated your life to something useless.